Crabman from Crabman Gaming here, and today we'll be playing WWF SmackDown Just Bring It Story Mode with Triple H on his quest to become the WWF Champion once again. This is playthrough number 39 on my quest to play through Just Bring It Story Mode with all the characters. And excitingly as well, we are back playing this on a reverse compatible PS3. I'll tell you the story as we go along. But here is Triple H's father-in-law, Vinnie Mac. He'll offer you a tag team title shot. We don't want to be tag team champions in this playthrough. We're going to go for the WWF title held by Stone Cold. I don't want to form a tag team. Okay, respect your decision. This opportunity for the tag team title might not come your way again. I think it will come along anytime Triple H wants. So we'll play through the WWF title path so that Undertaker can go for the WWF title as well. He's currently the tag team champion. I was enjoying having different champions and being able to see who is the champion and how many times they defended it, but then my PlayStation 3 broke. It got the red light of death. Tried to get it fixed, it didn't work. I played a few of these playthroughs on a PlayStation 2 while I was looking for another reverse compatible PS3, and if you stay tuned in a few days I'll upload that video of my search for a new reverse compatible PS3. It's quite an interesting video, just putting the finishing touches to it, and it'll be uploaded. Anyway, here's Chris Benoit coming to the ring, and he'll challenge the current WWF champion. Steve Austin, you can't hide backstage all night. He's probably not even at the arena. Half the time they do that shot of Austin. Austin's arrived at the arena, which was really weird, like half an hour into the show. Like he hadn't been at the arena all day, but it was pretty exciting for the crowd. Always got a good reaction. Coming out here and face me in the ring. I'm trying to think if Austin and Benoit had a singles match on pay-per-view. I know they had the triple threat with Jericho, King of the Ring 2001, and they had a championship match on SmackDown. Really, really good match. I remember Benoit giving Austin 10 Germans in a row, but I don't think they had one on pay-per-view. Here he comes, the gamer. Time to play the game. No water, but dressed to compete. Now you can run down the ring to attack, but you got to knock them out. It takes forever, so I'll just talk trash and just have my title shot or have my match later. Don't stop thinking you're going to get a title shot before the game. I have the spirit of a World Wrestling Federation champion. I don't think anyone else has said that in these playthroughs. Maybe that's some personalized dialogue just for Triple H. Some people have personalized dialogue. Undertaker has some. Here he is. I am the game, and I am that damn good. Strangely, Taz has some of his own dialogue, and The Rock had some of his own dialogue, but only a few people did. There's plenty of time to talk about Triple H's accolades. I think a few people forget or they don't realise when he first broke in, he was actually in WCW for a year. First called Terrorizing, which is just hilarious, and then as Jean-Paul Levesque, kind of a French aristocrat character. Alright, let's go find Cole and say we want to kick his butt. And he was in WCW for a year. Actually had Triple H's book, which was quite interesting. Told lots of stories of his early days of starting out in some indie promotions and going to WCW, and then heading over to the WWF around 1995. It might have been 1996. Do you know where Vince is? Where is my father-in-law? I saw Vince McMahon going to the parking lot a while ago. The kind of infamous Triple H stories involved in the curtain call with Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, and Sean Waltman, X-Pac. and he was supposed to win the 96 King of the Ring, and because of that his punishment was that he didn't win the King of the Ring. And then what ended up happening is Steve Austin won the King of the Ring, which gave birth to the Austin 316 tagline, and the business exploded from there. Triple H ended up winning in 1997, defeating Mankind in the final. Here he is. I want to deal with Chris Benoit right now. Whatever you want, son-in-law. I'm very busy right now. Don't have time to deal with these problems. Go get ready for the match. Thanks, Vince. No special treatment. Tonight you will face Chris Benoit. Pause for dramatic effects. Can't really talk about Triple H's career. There's so much to talk about. I think if this video goes for 30 or 40 minutes, I don't think we'll have time to get through it all. We'll save his 4 entrants for WrestleMania. But just some of his championships. 14-time world champion, which is 5-time world heavyweight, 9-time WWF, WWE champ. 5-time intercontinental champion, which people forget in his run with the title, 1998. And also in 2001 as well. I was the European champion twice, tag team champion twice with Austin, Shawn Michaels, and unified tag champ as well. 2-time Royal Rumble winner, 2002, and then 2016 where he actually won the championship as well. I think I just cut off his water there. I was just thinking about championships. There's Benoit. So 2-time Royal Rumble winner as well. So plenty of accolades for Triple H. Obviously a very divisive figure in the wrestling community. Remember to put the controller under the desk so you don't hear me frantically tapping away for half an hour.
Introduced to superstars. This is a sacred fight. Nobody can interrupt the match. Shut up.
Some believe that he, very rightfully so, was at the top of the company for a long time. A lot of people get very annoyed that he was at the top and he was just there because he was dating Stephanie and he had the golden shovel, and it really did appear there was quite a long couple of years where he just seemed to beat every former WCW wrestler there was. So not always well renowned with the fans, but a very, very good wrestler. Let's check out what moveset he's got here. Let's see how powerful he is in the game. I'd say he'd be one of the strongest characters with The Rock and Austin. Should be able to get the win in a few minutes here, and I'm sure the pedigree has very strong stats to put opponents away. I don't think anyone will kick out of it.
He's going for the back. Triple H will definitely become a part of history in the WWF. I heard that Triple H
double down. Haven't seen one of those before. Yeah, running knee has been interesting.
Is feeling the heat. Huh? How persistent.
He won his first WWF Championship the night after SummerSlam 99, when they had a triple threat at SummerSlam. It's the one where, famous one where Jesse Ventura's involved, and Steve Austin didn't want to drop the title directly to Triple H, so Mick Foley won the title, Mankind won the championship, and then the next night on Raw, Triple H pedigreed him through a table and defeated him for the title. That was his first championship reign. I think that first reign he lost to Vince McMahon, and then won the title back again at the Six-Pack Challenge, lost it at Big Show, won it back again on the first Raw of 2000, which I was a bit upset at the time. I liked Big Show as the champ, but obviously I was quite young, and a bit upset to see poor Big Show lose the title on Raw. But it was kind of good in a way because it gave us the classic Royal Rumble match. I got my Crabman recommended match, so I might recommend a few matches, but the very first one, if you've never seen it, is Royal Rumble 2000. Triple H defending the title against Cactus Jack, an absolute classic. He would go on to hold the championship until Backlash, where The Rock defeated him. He was the first heel to defend his title Here we go, pedigree straight away. This should be all for Benoit. First heel to defend his title successfully at WrestleMania. In the McMahon in every corner WrestleMania. Here we go. That's all, no one kicks out of the pedigree.
Chris Benoit lost the match.
Here is your winner,
And then The Rock won the title at Backlash, where Steve Austin returned. And then the next month is another infamous match, which is The Rock versus Triple H in the Iron Man Max match, the 60-minute Iron Man, where Undertaker returned as Biker Undertaker, which is just a tremendous finish. Although I watched it back not too long ago, very suddenly makes me sick. Keep walking, you can't beat me. I booked the show. I watched it back not long ago and it was really weird. There was like blown spots everywhere. Everyone remembers it really fondly. The timer goes off late. It all starts going wrong. But it doesn't matter. People love it anyway for Undertaker returning and just cleaning house. But then cost Rock the title. Wow, this is a curveball. Albert.
50 pounds from Boston, Massachusetts, Albert.
This is going to be my #1 contenders match. Triple H versus Albert. That is very bizarre. I've not seen this before in one of the playthroughs. Listen, it's hard to believe it. It is, but people are talking about me and Triple H and who is closest to a World Wrestling Federation title shot. Albert, I'm pretty sure you never received a World Wrestling Federation title shot. I'm the only one who deserves a shot at the World Wrestling Federation title. It usually matches up to the kind of status of your wrestler. If they're a main event, it will come out. Sometimes if you're a cruiserweight or a lower mid-carder, you might get like an Albert or a light heavyweight come out. But not Triple H and Albert is very, very strange. We're going to show up. Here I am. No music. If you stay backstage, that takes you to the other paths, Intercontinental, Euro, light heavyweight, hardcore. And if you come out, this takes you on the WWF title path. Why don't you shut that big mouth of yours, Albert? What a match. Triple H, Albert. Wonder if that happened anywhere as well. I'm sure that's happened somewhere in history. I guess you were pretty serious. I might look for it after Triple H versus Albert or A-Train or Lord Tensai. It's just such a shame because it was a good gimmick, but just executed terribly. I'll show you the difference between me, you, and the #1 contender tonight. Because he'd done such great work with Tomko in IWGP in Japan, and then came back and I just think it was the weird red trunks. They just look really weird. And then that gimmick didn't really last as a serious monster for too long. But he's had quite a memorable run. Obviously still works there today in NXT. He says, I know I can beat you in any contest. How about I let you choose the match type? I'm definitely not choosing Ultimate Submission because I don't think either of these two have a submission. It might go to a draw. I don't really know what happens if it's a draw. That hasn't happened in any of my playthroughs. Street fight, last man standing. I'll just do a street fight. Let's get through it quick. You'll play a last man standing, spoiler alert, at WrestleMania. So let's do a street fight. Oh, that's fine. That's a perfect match for me to show you what a pathetic wrestler you really are. Wonder why Big Boss Man isn't in this game. I'm just thinking of when Boss Man Albert was paired with Boss Man. I'm pretty sure he was with the WWF in 2001.
Weighing 260 pounds from Greenwich, Connecticut, the Game, Triple H.
Save the water spit for WrestleMania. And just like Albert, who was my very first playthrough when he went for the tag team titles with Eddie Guerrero, Heat Factor, as I called them. Strange as well that there is no X-Pac and there's no Just Incredible in this game. The Just Incredible I could understand not being in here, but no X-Pac, despite him being with the company at this point for about 7 years, even though he came in and out a few times, was really weird.
SmackDown tonight. Let's get to it. Here we go. And what a matchup it's gonna be. Just introduced us.
Here we go. It is a street fight, but weapons not really,
Tonight. So it's tonight. Triple H.
not really needed.
Jump tonight. There will be no disqualification in the special match.
Oh, thanks, Cole. The special match. Thanks. Maybe just for fun, I'll just go get Moppy out the crowd and just use her a little bit. Otherwise, it would be weird to have a street fight with no weapons.
That's not gonna work.
Which I think would be interesting if they did that, although it'd probably annoy people, but I just like when things are a little bit different. Sometimes, very occasionally, like they have a tag match with no tags. The match just ends really quickly. Come on, Albert. Get on in. Come on, bring the heat. Sadly, no sledgehammer you can use in this game. Pretty sure there's a sledgehammer in Shut Your Mouth though. Although the only problem I'm thinking is that
Has an excellent suplex.
I'd actually put Shut Your Mouth into the PS3 that broke and it is stuck in there. So I'm going to have to try and find another copy of the game to play through that story mode. I was actually just playing through a little bit one night to get used to it, and then the next day the PS3 broke. So that was a bit of a shame.
Strength he's got.
But there is a cool video coming out that should be out by the time you watch this, or a few days after you watch this, about my quest for another backwards compatible 60 gig. I actually noticed as well, when I was playing it the first time, I didn't notice much of a graphical change, but watching it back, it is a lot smoother playing on the PS3 than the PS2. It does a good job of just upscaling a few things slightly. Some of the crowd textures are a lot nicer as well. And when I was watching them back on my lounge TV, it was just a lot clearer, the ones I'd recorded on the PS3.
Albert
Oh.
is feeling different tonight. I've never seen a
I do like that suplex. That's a pretty cool suplex from Albert. He was the first one, so sometimes people check out the playlist, they see the Albert playthrough, and not the most exciting guy to have kick off your roster, but there he is, he's there. Not much I can do about it. Can't start. I wonder if he's first on the roster of all the games that he's in. I'm trying to think of anyone who would be ahead of him on the roster.
continually.
Alberto Del Rio, no, it's got no. I don't think they're in the same game. I'll have to have a look.
Counter.
Because then afterwards he's A-Train, so he'll be pretty early on. Yeah, pedigree. That's the end of Albert, under 3 minutes. Interesting number one contenders match.
Pedigree.
Boom, there we go. On to WrestleMania.
Can't believe what happened. It's all over. Albert lost the match.
Here is your winner, Triple H.
Well, there's Austin actually wearing the title, which he never did. But it's the game, so that's the way it is. Whoever decides to challenge me, it won't matter. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. This title will always belong to me. And I know I've said it every time I've seen Steve Austin in this game, but he has the really weird music that he never used on TV, but was put in this game. However, if you go in the settings, you can swap his music to his normal Steve Austin music. A true champion who has fought his way to the top. A battle-tested warrior who will let nothing get in his way. Finally, two of the most dominating forces in the World Wrestling Federation will collide. In what will be a historical moment in Federation history. Here we are up to WrestleMania X-Seven or 17, as it probably should be pronounced, but it's weird with one Roman numeral and then the words. This WrestleMania, obviously Steve Austin challenged The Rock for the WWF title, and Triple H faced The Undertaker in a rather underrated battle from memory. People don't really remember their match at WrestleMania 17 too much. Did involve a chokeslam off the stage, off a platform. I think this belt looks damn good on me. Don't you guys think so? In his hometown, Austin. Crowd should be cheering for him. I mean, who else thinks they deserve to wear the World Wrestling Federation title? Oh, here comes Vinnie Mac. Austin, you got no chance. Hold on there, Austin, before we waste any more time listening to your useless rambling. Let's talk about my interest of a fair match. You want your match to be fair, don't you? So, in the interest of fairness, I, myself, will be a special referee for this important match. It will be a last man standing match. I hope you all enjoy the match. Well, that set up the battle. That's why I didn't pick last man standing before. What? Some special Austin dialogue.
World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight title.
Oh, thanks, Michael Cole. Here we go, Triple H, Austin, Vince McMahon, last man standing, special referee, title match. We'll watch the entrances as well, even with Austin's weird music.
Weighing 260 pounds from Greenwich, Connecticut, the Game, Triple H.
It's Triple H with his awesome WrestleMania entrance. And now we'll see Austin's entrance. I don't think Vince McMahon gets an entrance in this.
Weighing 252 pounds from Victoria, Texas, the World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Champion, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Here he is, the WWF Champion in his hometown, Steve Austin. We do need to win, get the title off him, so Undertaker can have a playthrough as well. Going for the WWF title. Few playthroughs to go. We've got Trish Stratus next, Undertaker, and then finally, final playthrough number 42, William Regal. And then finally, it will be done. It's taken me about 6 weeks to play through as everybody. There were times I didn't think I would get it done. There were times when I definitely realized why no one else has attempted this, let alone to upload it and provide commentary 42 times, but I was willing to give it a go and try something different. Yeah, Vince doesn't get an entrance.
Who's fighting who?
But I've enjoyed it to kick off the channel, so if you enjoyed it so far,
Who do you think you're talking to?
flick a like, and if you're into wrestling, hit the subscribe button because I have plenty more wrestling to go. There's Royal Rumble videos on my channel as well, and I aim to play through as many story modes as I can. So
Tonight,
if I can find another copy of Shut Your Mouth, I'll play that. Otherwise, I may need to go to SmackDown vs. Raw and play through those.
showing the pride.
SmackDown vs. Raw, then
Anything is
the
last man.
year level, 2005, 6, 7. Well, they kind of go all the way through to 2011. And then WWE 12, 13, 14. and so on. All the way up to 2K19. Because then I think we got the 2K series after 14, then went to 2K15. I don't have 2020. I'm kind of waiting until it's about $10 before I buy it. It's currently $20. I've seen it for $29, but I still don't really want to pay that much. And I'm also looking for the Switch version as well, which I'm kicking myself because about a year ago it was being cleared out for about $12, and I thought, oh, the game is so bad, I'm not going to buy it. But I didn't realize I was going to start up this channel, and that would have been something really interesting to put on there as well. But I might still have a look. You see it floating around, but not for cheap, so I'm always looking for cheap games. Do have a recent game pickup that I do as well. I've done one, and I'll do another one in about 2 weeks of what I've been picking up over the time. It's always pretty interesting. Oh, baseball slide, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Let's go up the top right. Whoops, no, I did a taunt instead. Oh, everyone has that knee. It's terrible. There's no disqualification in this match either because it's a last man standing. So if I go, maybe let's try and do a move on the table. Although sometimes they don't like following you near the tables. Oh, he won't come back out again. Come out. So I don't think I get through the Triple H playthrough without talking about Katie Vick as well. Poor Kane was my favourite at the time, and I had to sit through that awful, awful scenario where Triple H accused him of killing and then having his way with his girlfriend after her demise. Very, very poor taste, and I think a storyline most fans are still trying to forget today. And interestingly about that though, is you may be familiar, or you may not be, with a WCW wrestler called Sick Boy. And he was in Raven's Flock. He was one of the people there, and he pretty much never won. But you know, he was there in WCW for a few years, and they gave him a WWF tryout. And his thing was he was going to come in and be Scott Vick. He was going to be Katie Vick's brother. But I don't think management were really impressed with his wrestling ability, and then they didn't go ahead with the angle. But you know, a little weird thing in history where they're actually going to bring in Sick Boy as Scott Vick, Katie Vick's brother, maybe to feud with Kane. This should be the pedigree. This could be it. Triple H could be the champion again. Boom, take that, Austin.
Oh man.
Do some taunting. This could be all. Thanks for watching. Triple H is the champ.
I can't believe what happened. This will be in his...
Oh no, he's up. He's up.
That must hurt.
It can be tricky, this match as well, if you're facing someone, or if you're not someone the caliber of Triple H. You give someone a finisher and they don't go down, and then they give you a finisher. Sometimes that can lead to you losing. Which, if you want to unlock Mick Foley, you actually have to lose this match, and Mick Foley comes out and makes it a Hell in a Cell, and then you win the Hell in a Cell match. I don't know why I pinned it. Which is a really weird way to unlock someone, which, if you didn't have the internet, you're never going to think, oh, I'm going to lose this match on purpose. And, you know, I'm going to lose this match so I can unlock someone. You wouldn't even realise there's some weird pathways to unlock people, which I'm pretty sure why most people playing this game, unless they, you know, were on some internet message boards and forums back in the day, they wouldn't even know how to unlock Jerry Lynn or Rhino or Spike Dudley or Shane and Stephanie McMahon. So I've done playthroughs with Shane and Stephanie, but you have to unlock all the cards. And to unlock all the cards, not only do you have to play story mode, but it doesn't tell you anywhere. You have to play Slobber Knocker mode and beat 10 people with The Undertaker to get Fred Durst, and then you also need to beat 17 people with The Rock to unlock the SmackDown Fist Arena. So unless you read that online, you would have no idea that's how you unlocked Shane and Stephanie. And then you can play story mode with those two as well. It was actually, especially the Stephanie McMahon playthrough was really cool. I enjoyed it.
The attack seems to be aimed at the back of the head.
And indeed, if you go back to the early videos and I talk about going through with 40 characters, I didn't even know Shane and Stephanie could be played in story mode. until they were unlocked, and I hadn't seen anyone else play as them, so that could be another first there. Alright, let's make sure Austin doesn't get a finisher. Alright, let's get another pedigree going. And Triple H will be the champ. Here we go, pedigree. Awesome finishing move.
Pedigree! Here's the finisher!
I was always hoping he'd bust out a Pepsi plunge one day, just to stick it to CM Punk. Here we go, 8, 9, 10, Triple H is your champion. Thank you for watching.
Here is your winner, the World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Champion, Triple H.
It annoys me they don't say new champion. Every time. New champion. Howard Finkel. New champion. But here we are, Triple H is the champ. For some reason Austin's with Vince. Triple H finally wins the World Wrestling Federation title after an intense battle, and I don't know what the rest said. So because I got a new save, here are my secret files. Don't worry about saving it, I'll do another playthrough. And you get the credits as well. If you want to watch the credits, watch the Big Show playthrough. They go for about 4 or 5 minutes and also trigger the copyright. So I might just leave that on the Big Show playthrough. So thanks for watching. If you've got through this far, please click a like at the end, I'd appreciate it. And stay tuned for some more content. Have a wonderful day.